So should you start selling on Amazon in 2021? In fact, should you start any online business? I discussed that in this video. Hello everyone, it's Sajad, Stealth Amazon FBA, and in this video I want to discuss the topic of actually starting an online business, and we'll talk about an online business in general, and I'm going to share some important mindset points with you today. And I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff that perhaps you don't want to hear, but it's stuff you need to hear. And if this video helps just one person, that's good enough for me. So let's get straight to it. First of all, online business in general. People believe this to be some kind of voodoo corner of businesses in general, where you do a few tricks and you make a little bit of money online and that's how it is. Not the case. Online business is now all business. For example, I bought another house and I'm in the process at the moment of renovating that house, and people were telling me during lockdown, nothing's open, you can't get anything done. I've only got 3-4 weeks before this house is complete. We completely gutted the house, we're repairing and renovating everything, and within a few weeks it'll be complete, despite the fact that we're in lockdown. Look, you will find if your eyes are closed, you won't see things that are open, if that makes sense. You need to keep your eyes open and go after those opportunities. Don't follow the herd. You need to be doing something that's different from what everybody else is doing. That's how you get to success faster. And my point is, the reason I've managed to get to where I am in terms of doing that work is because of online businesses. Everything you need is online. You can find people in terms of services, you can find that all online. Contractors online, builders online. You can find products that you need, and this can all be delivered to your house. You do not need to actually go into brick and mortar stores anymore. So don't think of online as just kind of one small part of an entire business. Online is everything right now. And that's very important when you're considering a business like Amazon FBA. It's not what it was 10-15 years ago. Just sell a few products like you would maybe on eBay. This is everything right now. This is online business is a lot bigger than everything else, if that makes sense. And the second point I would make here is, a lot of people, when they first start thinking about selling on Amazon, they think they need to learn all of this knowledge. Now, there was a study I read somewhere, sorry, I can't remember the book, but it's basically a classroom was split into 2 groups. In the first group, they were given a project that usually takes a lot of time to complete. And that particular group, they had 30 days to complete that project. The second group, they had to continuously complete this project. They had to rush it and complete it every single, let's say, 2 days. So by the end of the month, they actually did 15 projects, but they were all rushed and they were done poorly at the beginning. And when they actually analyzed the final product of both, the first group, who had a whole month to optimize and perfect it, the second group did a lot better in their final iteration of the product. Why? Well, they kind of learn as they went along. They learned, failed, fell back, went backwards 1 step, then went forward 2 steps, and they had a better final product. What is my point? Before you start any online business, you're never ever gonna know everything there is to know. You need to just get started and understand that a lot of it you'll learn along the way, and you'll pick up new experience. And some of that experience that you learn is stuff I won't even know, because it's your own unique experience coming across by potentially new strategies in 2021 that myself and other sellers may not have discovered. So don't assume that you're behind everyone. And the second point I would make is that, again, it was a question I got asked. Once you have like an active seller account and you've sold lots and lots of products and you've got loads of seller feedback, you're at a massive advantage against new sellers, right? Wrong. That's completely untrue. When you launch a new listing, it's like a seller that has $7 million in sales. It's completely the same situation, believe it or not. Now, they may have an email list. Obviously, they have more experience, but otherwise, you're on the same playing field. A lot of people don't know that. When you first start, same playing field. You get the same kind of honeymoon period when you first launch a product, or a few weeks, where Amazon will kind of help boost your product for you, as long as you're using other kind of promotions and techniques. But you're in the same situation. You're not behind everybody else, so don't think that way when you first get started. The other thing you have to realize when it comes to any business is you're a problem solver. When you're ordering a product to sell, you're solving a problem in that particular niche. That's what you're doing all day long. So if there are obstacles you come across, that's supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen. So again, people contacted me and they're like, what's the easiest way to get started? And as soon as they come across any obstacle, that's it, they give up. And that's what 99% of people do, they give up. So you need to get ahead of those people. and you need to welcome obstacles, because obstacles are those problems. You're a problem solver. So one of my other businesses is I help coach and mentor people when it comes to selling on Amazon. By doing that, I'm solving a problem. And if I can do that better than everybody else who's offering that same kind of problem solution, then I will be ahead of everybody else and that business will do better. That's what you're doing, you're solving problems. So obstacles are part of the process. You welcome them, you learn from them. That's where you'll learn new strategies, like I've said, that I've not even come across. You need to have those problems. And believe it or not, in your 9 to 5, you're probably solving problems all the time. It's just that the people who are kind of managing you, they've solved them already, so they've got a crib sheet and it explains exactly what you need to do when you come across that. When you're an entrepreneur, you welcome those problems, but you come up with these solutions yourself. And understand that with experience, with time, your solutions will improve. Absolutely, seek mentoring, seek advice, ask me questions. Absolutely, you can do that. Just comment below if you have any questions about Amazon FBA at all, and I'll do my best to help. But understand that that's part of the process. And also, a lot of you watching right now, you may absolutely hate your job. You hate your 9 to 5. And I'll be honest with you, I did too. But you might be wondering, well, will I hate working on Amazon or doing some sort of online business? What if I don't enjoy it? But you're thinking about it the wrong way. Even for myself, again, in this video, I'm not telling you what you want to hear, I'm telling you what you need to hear, because that's more important for you right now, even if it makes you a bit uncomfortable. When you dislike your job, understand that that's the fuel you need. That's your body, your mind telling you that something's not right here. It's like when you're eating a meal and you suddenly feel very bloated and a little bit sick. Understand that's not supposed to happen. That's probably happened because you're eating an outside meal and it's very fried and it's got too much fat in it and stuff like that. Your body doesn't really want that. It wants good nutrition. So that's supposed to happen. Your body's giving you signals. The same way it's giving you signals if you hate your job that you need to change. Use that fuel and then put that towards entrepreneurship in terms of setting something up yourself. And understand also that you don't need to be full-time in an online business. You can start it part-time. Don't make excuses for yourself. There's absolutely, everybody watching right now, you can find 15 to 30 minutes in a day to start working towards your goals. And that leads me on to another important point. What I've learned with my experience is you never stay still in life or in entrepreneurship business. You never stay still. You might think, well, I'm nowhere further from where I was a month ago. You're not staying still. Believe it or not, you're actually moving further away from your goal. Scary, I know, but it's true. You're either moving towards your goals or away from your goals. You're never staying still. So even if you can devote 5 minutes to reading, 5 or 10 pages of an entrepreneurship book once a day, that's great progress, because over 6 months or a year, that compounds into a hell of a lot. So just do a little bit, take baby steps. So if you're thinking of starting to sell on Amazon, FBA, and you push for time at the moment, you can still find a few minutes, like for example, watching this video, you can still find a few minutes to learn. Now, if you want a separate video where I talk about kind of the best tips I've learned or my best entrepreneurship books that I've learned from, just comment below. I'll do a separate video about it. I'm not sure if you guys like videos like this. So again, just comment below and let me know about that. So my point there is just ask yourself, what did you do today towards your goals? Make sure you have an answer for that. And that's what you need to do every single day. The other thing that annoys me, and it's a bit of a rant now we're getting onto, but annoys me on YouTube is, why is nobody prepared to hustle anymore? Well, what's happened there? So our parents, grandparents, they all worked really, really hard and hustled, and I'm sure they've all told you stories about that. Why are we not prepared to do that anymore? Just because you're working from an office and you have a laptop and it's an online business, that's no reason for you not to hustle. It's not manual labor, I know, but you can still work really, really hard towards your business. I remember once seeing a post where somebody was asking entrepreneurs, do you guys work on Sundays or Saturdays, or how much do you work in the week? And I thought about it for a minute and I was like, that's not even an appropriate question. And the reason it's not appropriate is it's not work. So I often find myself working on Sundays, or for example, even making videos on Sundays, because it's not work for me. It's something I really enjoy. Now, if it was my 9 to 5, I would probably hate it, but it doesn't feel like that to me anymore. So don't be afraid, or don't be surprised if when you first start in this, you might have a few 12-hour days where you're dealing with suppliers, researching products, etc. That's okay. You might spend all Sunday doing it, but realize that you're laying your bricks towards your goals. Don't think about the entire kind of brick wall right now. Just think about laying one brick, then another brick, then another brick, and just taking steps. And then before you know it, you'll be surprised. You'll look back in a few months and you'll see an entire wall's gone up. That's how entrepreneurship actually works. You just focus on laying the brick. Don't think too far ahead right now. So if you're thinking of starting an Amazon business, don't think about, oh, I need to set up an account, I need to order products, I need to learn how to list, I need to learn how to do ads and all of this stuff. Don't worry about all of that. Just take it one step at a time. There's nothing stopping you today from researching products. But you might say, well, Sajad, I don't even have an Amazon seller account yet. You don't need one to look for products. Yes, once you're actually ready to order a product, get your account set up, get it verified, everything confirmed, make a dummy listing just to make sure you can list said product, then make the payment and order. But there's nothing stopping you getting started right now, learning, taking steps towards that goal, laying the bricks, laying the foundation. Nothing stopping you right now. You waste enough time in your 9 to 5 learning new things or being told what to do. There's no harm in you putting that time towards your own goal and your own vision, even alongside your 9 to 5. And trust me when I say this, every kind of 6-figure, 7-figure business owner you see, they've all hustled at some point. It might be easy for them now. It's very easy for me right now because I have a lot of staff working on many different things and I could just do nothing for the next month. And it wouldn't make that much difference to my businesses. They will all still be running well, making money regularly. However, I had to work very hard to build everything up, to get everything set up. But I didn't mind doing that because I knew I was working towards something that I was investing in terms of my time, effort, and money. And all the results would be for me and for my family and for the people I want to help. Rather than a 9 to 5, you're actually building up your company's dreams, if that makes sense. Another question I get asked is, Sajad, I just don't have time at the moment. So where are you going to find the time? Well, just in relation to that, people often ask me, Sajad, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram handle or whatever? And to be honest, I can't even remember anymore. I did have one a few years ago and I did a few posts on it. But then I thought to myself, look, when I was first learning, or if I'm learning anything new right now, where do I come to? To be honest, it's YouTube. That's where I learn more. So that's where I should share the most value, which is why I make these videos on YouTube. And I don't bother anymore with Instagram or even TikTok or anything like that. Because to be honest, let me ask you, how much have you actually learned from Instagram and TikTok? Let's say in the last month. Probably not a lot, probably a very small amount. So don't waste your time on there too much. You could save that time and read a book or learn a few new things on YouTube instead. So in summary, should you get started with an online business? Yes, absolutely. You should have started yesterday or last year. But the next best time is today. And you've probably heard a quote similar to that before. Get started now. Take little steps, small steps. Don't think about the faraway goal, the income goal. You don't need to do any of these affirmations, any of that nonsense. Don't worry about that. Just be doing something every single day towards your goal, because then you're moving towards it, not away from it. And anything you learn, even if you end up in a certain type of business that was unrelated to the one that you actually started in, that's okay too, because everything you're learning along the way will be helping you with all businesses, life in general, understanding your finances better, etc. And there's no better time. So start now, take small steps, moving in towards your goals, get help where needed, try to make time where you can, understand that at the beginning, it will take up much more of your time and effort. That's completely normal, but that will get better with time. And understand that all of your efforts, everything you're doing, it compounds over time. It's not wasted, it compounds, and then you'll see the results later, and there'll be very, very significant results. But again, it'll be later down the road. So I'll leave it there for now, but if videos like this you find helpful, please let me know and comment below, and I'm more than happy to do more kind of mindset videos for you. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you all in the next one.